Hey gang, Bob Christensen, Plan B developer here. Boy, I got all kinds of stuff to talk about today, and I, I mention a lot of this on my Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. Eric Worre made a video, did an interview with Tony Robbins, and Robert Kiyosaki and Bob Proctor was on there, and it just wow, it's just power. Tony Robbins pulled no punches, and neither did Robert Kiyosaki. Let me tell you. What really moved me in that, uh, because it was all about promoting owning your own business and the industry of network marketing and why it's so powerful. But when Tony said, he said, first off, he said, owning a business isn't for everybody. And he actually encourages people not to go into business, which to me is interesting because Robert Kiyosaki is just the opposite. He's adamant that if you're working for a paycheck, you're a loser. And it's not to really be mean to people, it's just to let them know that, their financial IQ is of a loser mentality because for one, you're getting taxed the hardest. You're giving all your money to the government, and you're trading your whole soul, your life, your freedom away for a paycheck. But when Tony said, I actually encourage people not to build a business, well, there's a reason for that, and it's all about your mind. And because a lot of people aren't mentally tough enough. It really doesn't have to do with all the skills. Skills are only 20% of it. It's the mind, which is at least 80% of it. In my opinion, it's probably 90% of it. You have to be tough. It's not for the timid. And you can develop this, though. This is the beauty of life. You can read books. You can read books. Get better. How to better yourself. How to build a business, and that's all teachable and learnable. But the mindset, your subconscious, you've been conditioned for so long to do what you've been taught to do, what your grandparents were taught to do, and your parents were taught to do, and you need to get out of that paradigm because the industrial age is over. I don't know if you've noticed, but the old idea of go to school to get good grades, to get a good job with a pension and retire is over. And so this is what these top leaders, and they say this, you never stop. You just learn something and then it's done. No, life, you have to constantly keep learning, changing, and growing with everything that happens. So, but what really got me in Tony Robbins when he said, as far as network marketing goes, you just don't quit your job and go start a business. I mean, unless maybe you don't have a job and you need something to do. But he said, you start your network marketing business, you build a business, okay? But then you build a second business which will leave a legacy, and that's your investment business. And you want your investments to accumulate and grow on their own over time. So if your first business failed, your investment business will still be there, and it will be there forever. Well, this is what I've been trying to teach people. Myself. I'm no Tony Robbins, but listen, hear me out. The whole video was about network marketing and how the industry is so great, and it's the most powerful way to build a business with no education, no startup, no inventory, no employees, no overhead. You can start for pennies on the dollar, and and build a real business out of it without all the headaches. And but what I've been teaching people, especially you top network marketers out there, you might be making a lot of money, but what are you doing with that money? If you're putting it in a 401k, an IRA, mutual funds, etc., you're missing the boat. Those are taxed hardest. Yeah, they're deferred right now. But when it comes time to take all that out, and hopefully the market won't crash before then, but it's going to. It's just, a matter of fact, it's probably going to happen this September, which is like about a month out right now. Are you preparing for that? What I've been trying to teach people is my business is the perfect second business, the investment aspect to acquire real wealth and residual income that you can pass down for generations. It's not like I'm stockpiling a bunch of vitamins here in my office. It's gold. Okay? You gotta grasp this, people. There's a lot of great products out there, but you're a consumer if you are a part of any of these consumable-based businesses. I don't like them. First of all, I don't even like the word consumer. I don't like being called a consumer. I think it's an ugly word, and I'd rather be called conservative, and I only spend money on things that I really need. Someone will say, well, you need vitamins. Well, you do need nutrition. But I got a garden too, okay? Yeah, I don't have to buy some overpriced vitamins or whatever. So, and I'm not knocking those companies. There's a lot of great companies out there, okay? They've been around forever. That's not the issue here. My point, what I'm trying to get across here is that second business, Carrot Bars, is by far the best opportunity that you could add as your second business. Because all you're doing is acquiring an asset. And with what's coming financially, and I'm not a gloom and doomer here, that's not what this is about today. I want this to be uplifting, actually. You are going to need to be holding real assets when this next crap hits the fan. So, message me back or go below this video, click on some links, get educated. The second business Tony talks about, and he doesn't mention any, he's just talking about having investment income, residual income as a second business. Well, this is by far the easiest and most profitable you can do with zero risk. Yeah, real estate is a great rental income property. But when the market crashes and your property devalues, and of course you're always paying tax on the property, like I get a kick out of people, well, I own mine free and clear. Well, you don't own nothing. Okay? Just don't pay the property tax on it and see who owns it. But again, Robert Kiyosaki's making millions and millions of dollars in real estate. But I know he knows when the crap hits the fan, he's going to take a hit, but all that's leveraged. All his money's leveraged. So he don't really care. The government's giving him the money. He's got a reputation of making money for the government, and so they like him and give him lots of money. But he's also into physical metal. He doesn't invest in the stock market. He owns businesses that produce leveraged income, residual income, cash flow businesses that cash flow. He owns gold. He owns oil. Physically, he owns oil wells. He owns physical gold. He owns businesses that generate income. He doesn't work for a paycheck. So, go watch that video. I'll put a link to it under this video too if you haven't seen it. It's about an hour long. Tony Robbins is about 30 minutes, the first part of it. Robert's on there, him and his wife Kim, for about 15 or 20 minutes. And so, It's powerful. Watch it. And I'm telling you, you know, you may not agree with me and everything I do, and, you know, that's fine. But at least watch that video and get your mind working and listen to what these billionaires have to say and start taking some action. So that's all I got for today. I was going to go into some other, you know, news, some bad crap that's going on that might, you know, make you wake up and start putting the pedal to the metal, but I'm not going to go there today. I want this to be uplifting. I'm really excited about what Tony had to say, and, you know, Robert, and so just go watch that video. Message me back. I'd be more than happy to work with you, because that second business, I have the perfect solution. All right, Bob Christensen, Plan B Developer, planbdeveloper.com if you want to see, you know, the business model. So y'all have a great day. It's Monday. Get out there and get her done.